Okay, girls, this is our last video before Christmas. It's a Let It Snow wreath. I'm excited. Take my tag off. And we will get to fluffing before we create our base. I'm just using a pine wreath. I hope this video finds you well. I hope you guys are getting prepared for Christmas. Should have brought my water in here. We're just fluffing because this is so flat. It travels a long way before it makes it to your craft room. So you have to bring it back to life. I have so many projects on my desk right now. It's a little bit crazy. Alright, so for my snow wreath, I'm going to cut maybe let me do I'm gonna cut like 14, and I'm going to cut them 24 inches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's start with 12. 24 inches long. And if we need 2 more, I'll cut 2 more. So, what I do, I'm going to show you once and then I'm going to fill my wreath up. I use a beach towel clip. I roll it 3 times. I clip it, I flip it. Come on this other side, I roll it 3 times, and then I just scrunch it right up the center. It gives you this butterfly effect that's really gorgeous, and I put it in my wreath exactly like that. And now I'm just going to go around my wreath, find 2 pine tines, and get that in. Now this is a ribbon wreath, so I will have a sign, I will have ribbons, and that's it. And it is gorgeous and it is stunning. I like them. point of the year where I am so ready to see some snow. And I thought, let's do a Let It Snow Wreath, right? If you were looking for winter decor to put up after Christmas, this is linked below. It's already in my shop. It will say, I'll try to link it directly and not just link my shop so you go straight to this wreath if you need it. And right now, I'm kind of working my way around that inner ring. And I can already tell you, we probably don't have enough cut, and we can cut more. I know a lot of you are shop owners, and I'm curious if you have started working on your winter wreath projects. You should already have some in your shop. I actually thought about doing a St. Patrick's Day wreath today, but then I saw this, and what really got me, you guys, if you want to know, is this. It gets me every time. Turquoise and snow. Yes, please. Yes, please. If you've been with me any amount of time, you know that turquoise is my favorite color. So that ribbon, it has like a light glitter on it. It gets me every time. I can't say no to it. Okay, I think I'm gonna put one more and I'll have my inner ring done. So I'm gonna have to cut quite a bit more. I'll probably just cut what is left on the roll, to be honest, and make it work. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I know I need it. Probably one more. Yep. Where did that staple go? There it is. Nope. I really don't like finding those staples with my hand. Where did it go? I don't know. It's gone. All right. We'll start with this one. The ones on the ends curl like crazy. I just roll it in on itself. Is this one 24 inches? No. Will you know by the time this wreath is finished? No. I use every piece. So if you want this roll of mesh to cut perfectly, you would cut it at 20 inches, right? However, I wanted these to be a little bit bigger and wanted my wreath kind of stand out just a little bit more. And that is why I went with the 24. I'm finishing up this outer ring. And I will show you where we are. If you are with me and you are enjoying this video, please go ahead and click share. Make sure you go to the top of this page and click follow. Look, I also have a channel. It's free. If you subscribe to my channel, it's free. It's called Channels. And I always post in there when I post a video, and then you're the first to know that there's a video on the page. So those are all things you can do to stay in the know here at Mackenzie Cole. It's Christmas. If you're new here, hold your ears. If you have in earbuds, this is going to be loud. If you're new here, you're coming in at the holiday season, so my schedule has been a little bit different. Hold your ears. However, I typically like to put out at least 2 videos a week. So that's the general idea. All right, so what I do with these signs is I put 3 pieces of felt. I cut the felt in squares. And I do 3 pieces because it always works out perfectly for me and I'm never sad. I do 3 staples across, and then I bring in those Chanel stems like so. And I never have staples come through my sign. Look at our cute, cute sign, and look at this. Hello. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. All right. I do want to go ahead and squish this a little bit. Makes it more oval. Okay. Makes it more oval. And then I want to go ahead and place our sign before I start putting in ribbon. So let me get my sign on. I do like my signs to be a little catty-cornered. I do not like my signs to just be perfectly straight in the center of the project. Okay, so that is actually not even where I want my sign. I want my sign up here because I think we're going to do a big, gorgeous bow here. So let's bring this guy up here. So make sure you're placing things and looking at things before you commit. You can always go back and change your mind, but it's nice if you don't have to. And I'm just taking this down and tying it tight on the frame of the pine wreath. I'm cutting off the excess chenille stems and pushing that under. And then I'm going to give it one more look. And I kind of want it sideways like so. This time I can do this because I don't have ribbons on there yet, right? There she is so far. Okay. We're going to fill this in with, excuse me, I should have really brought my water. But we're going to fill this in with a bow. But first, before we do that, I want to fill this gorgeous wreath up with ribbons. 13 inches, I'm going to cut 18 tails. Okay. We have our gorgeous snowflake ribbon tails. On top of those tails, I'm going to do half in this really pretty silver with glittered snowflakes. It looks very snowy and just gorgeous. So I'm going to do 9, 13 inches long. Uh-oh. I was thinking 18. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 of these gorgeous snowflakes. And then I'm going to do 9 of just the turquoise. Inches. All right. Gorgeous, just turquoise. Now, we're going to dovetail and put these in ribbon packs and get them on our gorgeous wreath. I'll start with my 2.5 inch ribbon I make sure they're all the same length, and I'm folding them seam to seam, and I'm going to cut them at an angle I like to dovetail. All right, tell me what your plans are for Christmas. I want to know below. What are you doing? Are you hosting? Is it just you? Is it just you and your hubby? What are you doing? So for us this year, it's the first Christmas Eve without our kiddos, which you know it's coming, right? It's coming. We have grown children that have their own children. And so what they've decided to do here is Christmas morning breakfast. They like to do that because that stems from their childhood. What we did with my husband's mom. So my husband's mom had Christmas Eve and Christmas breakfast, and then we stayed and we opened gifts, and there were a lot of us, and it took, half a day on Christmas Day. And so when they quit hosting, I got sick and I was homebound and we couldn't go anymore. And so the kids wanted to keep Christmas Eve and Christmas breakfast. So we did until this year. And that was 8 years ago that I became homebound. So this year, no Christmas Eve, because they have plans. They have, places they need to be with their kiddos. And they're coming for Christmas breakfast. And then my sister and my in-laws are coming for Christmas dinner. And we're really looking forward to that too. So what are you doing? Our kids will be gone to my husband's parents on the 23rd. And we've kind of decided we're just gonna cook a turkey and have kind of like a Thanksgiving dinner and make some really good sandwiches after. So that's our plan. And then for our family, since my kids were little, my husband took off one of his weeks of vacation. He always took off at Christmas. And I kind of like it because even though we don't have little kids, it finishes up our year with us having some time together. And it's kind of just stuck so far. So far, he still takes that week. So that's what we're doing. What are y'all doing? And I'll tell you what I want to know. What's your favorite food that you're going to cook? Like, what's your favorite appetizer? Or what are you known for? And then tell me how to make it. I love appetizers. I don't know about y'all, but I love appetizers more than a main course. All right, I'm going to come back. In the next video, we will be making ribbon packets and placing them on our wreath and finishing up with a gorgeous bow, and that will be our ribbon wreath. So I'll be right back. I'm back. So what I do is I start with the 2.5 inch. I put the 1.5 inch on top, and I fold it. So in the last video, you were supposed to tell me what you're cooking for Christmas and the recipe, if it's really good. And I was telling you how much I love appetizers, and I really, really do. Now, I'm gluten-free and I'm dairy-free, but I can make anything you make work for me. I just swap out my ingredients. So, tell me. The other day, I made sausage balls with the Red Lobster gluten-free mix, you guys. If you're gluten-free, you need to try it. It was so good. And I just used water. I keep trying to pick up that turquoise. I just used a little bit of water. So we're back on a new video, so if you don't mind and you're on Facebook, give this a share. If you're on YouTube, give me a like. And if you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you give me a follow so you can keep up with all things Mackenzie Cole. Now, if you would love an overhead view and you want to learn how to make and work on selling these things in your business, I do have a subscription group that I will post below, and I would love for you to join us. Right now, in that group in particular, we're working on winter designs, and tomorrow they will be getting a winter grapevine. So it's not too late to join and get your winter grapevine tutorial, and it's a bonus video. When you join my group, you have access to all the videos in there. I do not make it to where you can't go back. You can go back in the vault and it's all there. Okay, one of these is wrong. I think it's the turquoise. So I'm gonna put it aside. And let's start putting these in. I'm going to show you how to do one, and then I'm just going to go to work. So you open your ribbon tail little package you made. Where you folded it is the center. You're going to scrunch it on the center and you get this bow tie effect. This center piece is what goes inside of your wreath tie. And I'm just going to start adding these in. I started with silver, right? It's so pretty. So my next one will be turquoise. Here's a great question for you girls. Have you finished your Christmas shopping? I haven't, and I'll tell you why. Well, I don't even know why. I can tell you this. I lost my mom 2 months ago. It's my first Christmas without her, and it was like at some point I just hit a wall. I was doing pretty good. I was determined to still just have an amazing Christmas with my family, and at some point I just hit a wall. So the hubby is trying to help me catch up, okay? And I'm just showing myself a lot of grace. I'm just showing myself a lot of grace this year. So no, I'm not done, and that is why. I'm super close. Now what we're not close is having everything wrapped. So that's my next question. Have you wrapped all of your gifts? And if you have, if you've done all your shopping and you've wrapped everything, honestly, just pat yourself on the back and go watch a movie, because you deserve to just relax. You deserve it. You put in the hard work. You got it done. Kudos to you. Seriously. Next year, I would like to think I would be in a different position at this point. I'm going to work on that. But this is where we are today. All right, so I'm just still coming around, adding these in. Nope, I need the silver. Silver, silver, silver. tomorrow night, I think it would be nice. We might just get in the car and just go look at Christmas lights, just the two of us. Nope, strike that. We're going to wrap presents. But Saturday night, it really would be nice to just ride around and look at lights. I really want to wrap tomorrow night and get that behind me and not have to worry as much. And then Saturday night, it sure would be nice to ride around and just look at lights, just the two of us. We rode around with our granddaughter, took her to Chick-fil-A, played Christmas music in the car. She loved it. But I think it'd be fun to go to a different neighborhood with just the hubs. Start our own traditions, because that's where we're at in life. It's time for us to start some traditions of our own. And that's fun, because I can promise you, so we don't have any, and that's what I was going to say. I can promise you we don't have any of our own, because we've always had kids, you guys. We've always had kids. We've been married for 25 years. So it's okay for us to do some stuff on our own at this point. If it's just you and your hubby, tell me something fun you do. If you've already gone through this and you've already established some fun traditions just for you and the hubs, tell me what it is. I'm all ears. I was even thinking, like, it could be fun if we open an early present on Christmas Eve. That could be a fun tradition. Just pick one and open it. But that's also because I'm a big kid. So I kind of just want to open a present. He did so good this year for our anniversary. It was the sweetest, most thoughtful gifts. I told you I lost my mom a couple months ago. He bought me the angel, Christopher Radko, that has the angels going around. It was so sweet. He bought a lot of very thoughtful things. So I can't wait to see what he did for Christmas. Okay, I'm going to go in with maybe one more. But the other ones are just extras, and I have another sign that I can make another wreath, so I'll keep those for the other wreath. And we just need to make a bow, a really pretty, gorgeous bow. So this is what it looks like with two different types of ribbon tails. I like this look a lot. You'll be able to see it even better when we put it up on the wall at the end. I love putting them up on the wall for you because you can just see it so well. You can see what I've been seeing. We are setting up to make our bow. And I'm going to obviously start with that 2.5 inch. Get this ribbon behaving first. All right. That is a 15-inch tail. I need to see what I have going on. We aren't going to be able to make a lot of loops here. I want a 6-inch loop. And I think we're only going to be able to get 2. And then I am going to dovetail the bottom. We get to buy more, like 3 more rolls because this one's empty. That's the rule. If you didn't know, now you know. I like this to come off a certain way when I'm making my bows, and I like it to come off that way. All right. Pull off quite a bit of ribbon. I'm going to give this snow ribbon a good dovetail. I'm going to make my tails just slightly shorter than the first. The loops are also slightly smaller than the first. I'm going to make 3 loops. When I tell you how many loops I'm making on a bow, I am counting one side of our stack here. So when I give you a recipe, it's for one side. You don't twist that last one, bring it down. And I'm going to cut it just a little bit shorter than the turquoise snow. I'm going to top this off with a beautiful, beautiful turquoise. Just doing one. Because we had this left over and it's just the right amount, I'm going to cut it up the center. I fold that in half, and I will use that to tie off the center of this bow. Take that off your stack. Get your chenille stem as tight as you can, making sure you're keeping that stack intact the way you made it, right? And then I fold this in half and I cover that chenille stem. Also, for those of you that have followed me for a while, make sure you go check out my YouTube account, because I hired someone and they put these videos all together into one video if you want to go over there and binge watch in one video. And they have uploaded several, and they're working on that every day. So go check it out over there. Make sure you give me a follow. This ribbon would be really easy. This is the underside, but it would be really easy to accidentally get that wrong if you're not really watching. So that's our gorgeous, gorgeous bow. I always finish fluffing on my actual project. So I'm just going to, she's just going to hang right under that sign. So there's actually nothing there for her. So what I'm going to do is gently turn this over. I'm going to grab my zip ties and I'm going to connect them because I don't have any long enough. So I can try to actually give myself something for that to attach to. And I need this to go around my frame to be secure. And then we extended it. So we'll just tighten that up. Then we'll go back and trim all of those. And that's what I'm going to attach my bow to. Because I just so happened to need it somewhere I didn't have anything to attach it to. So I created something. You do what you have to do, right? And then I'm going to cut off the excess and tuck it under, give it a good fluff, and we are done. It's so pretty. It is perfect if you're the type of person that wants to decorate all winter long after Christmas until it's time for Easter. This is perfect for that. And it's such a fun, snowy theme. I smushed some of my ribbons when I had to flip it over, and that's okay. I had to get it done. So I'm just trying to get those back into place. I'll fix the rest on the wall when I put it up there for its video and its photos. Okay, so for me, it's looking good. And I love it. But I do feel like she's kind of missing something right over her sign. I think I just need, like, I don't even know how it's going to look, but let's just try. I'm just trying this to see if I'm even going to like it. I really don't. Let me work on my ribbons a minute before I show it to you. They need to go more towards our sign. There we go. The sign needs you guys. There we go. That's a lot better. I just needed to break up some of that white. All right, you guys, she's gorgeous. I can't even get her all in the camera with the table. Look at that bow. Let it snow. And I'm going to put her up on the wall and get her pictures and her video, and I will be posting it very soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And this is not goodbye. It's I'll see you later.